In the day's other news, the nation has posted its best back-to-back quarterly economic growth since 2014. The U.S. Commerce Department says between July and September, growth ran at an annual rate of 3.5%. That followed a second quarter when the rate was better than 4%. This was the last major look at the economy before the midterm elections. The economy news was not enough to stop another sell-off on Wall Street. Amazon led the way down with a weak earnings report. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost nearly 300 points to close at 24,688. It had been down more than 500 points earlier. The Nasdaq fell 151 points, and the S&P 500 slipped almost 47. For the week, the Dow lost 3%. The Nasdaq and the S&P 500 dropped roughly 4%. Turkey moved today to try to extradite Saudi suspects in the death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The Saudis have admitted that he was murdered at their consulate in Istanbul, and they have named 18 suspects. Meanwhile, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan told supporters that the Saudis must produce the body.
As a result of the meticulous work carried out by our police, judiciary, and intelligence, the incident has been brought to light to a large degree. And we can say it's now evident that he is killed, but where is he? You need to show the body.
Erdogan also said that the Saudi chief prosecutor will arrive in Turkey on Sunday as the investigation progresses. Meanwhile, Khashoggi's fiancée, Hatisha Cengiz, said that she will not accept an invitation to visit the White House until she thinks the U.S. is serious about solving the crime. There is word that Russia's President Vladimir Putin has been invited to visit Washington after the new year. National Security Advisor John Bolton announced it today in the former Soviet Georgia. There was no word on whether Putin will accept. President Trump held a summit with Putin in Finland last July. He also talked of inviting Putin during the summer, but shelved the idea after heavy criticism. India warned today that air quality in New Delhi has plummeted to the worst possible category. Officials said dangerous particulates in the air are more than 6 times what is considered safe. It's caused in part by seasonal burning by farmers, and conditions are expected to worsen as huge fireworks displays send more smoke into the air during a major Hindu festival. And back in this country, the ashes of Matthew Shepard have been interred in Washington 20 years after the gay college student was beaten, tied up, and left to die in Laramie, Wyoming. His killing became a watershed event in the movement for gay rights. Today, 2,000 filled Washington National Cathedral for a service of remembrance. His father said his son now has, quote, a home safe from haters. The 2 assailants are serving life in prison. Still to come on the NewsHour, we catch up with a migrant caravan moving north through Mexico to the United States. A West Virginia Democrat running in the mold of President Trump. Mark Shields and David Brooks break down political divisions in America. And our fall film series showcases an intimate look at Alzheimer's.